And now,
And
join us.
now,
We are live now.
we are live and
We are
direct
live
now.
now.
It's StreetsCenter podcast. It's the streets. Corner boys. Oh, no, I wasn't allowed to be a corner boy. No corners for me.
That's a corner.
Hey, man,
You gamble
do I gamble?
on the games on sports?
I put.
Yeah. That's gambling, nigga. Don't try to downplay it or nothing. It is what it is, like gambling. You
Yeah,
betting
but
your
I can't
money.
do money lines and
You
all
waste
that
your
shit.
money every other day, shit like that.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it a
I
buck with
know, I
you.
know you, Justin. All you do is win. I get it.
No,
I
I don't.
get it.
I have one when I put lineups in a few times.
Yeah.
But bro, the most I ever put, and that was to start FanDuel, was like $5. I look for the free lineups, the dollar lineups, and I pick players who I think gonna go off, like fantasy. But it's like
Damn.
gambling on money lines and the over and the under, and this guy gonna score 20 or this motherfucker gonna score 15 rebounds. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that
You know
should
why
get
I can't? You
crazy.
know why I can't do that? I don't trust niggas enough.
No, yeah, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
And this is exactly what they're being charged with and dealing with all this gambling shit, all these motherfuckers getting arrested and stuff because the money means more. I don't know how that even makes sense because you're getting paid millions.
It's not that. It's not that. People forget the money really, it's not about them making money. That means everything.
Right.
That means, you know what I'm saying? More so than having money, debt, you know what I'm saying? That means more than that. If you indebted to somebody, it don't matter how much money you got, because if I'm up 20 million, but you know what I'm saying? I'm up 20 million, but I'm indebted to a guy 30 million. I ain't got 20 million. If I'm indebted to him 10 million, I ain't got 20 million, but I still might have to look like I got 20 million because I'm not
So,
supposed to be gambling and losing $10 million.
right. That's kind of basically what Odell was saying.
What did
You not
Odell say?
he said 100 million doesn't mean you guaranteed to not have to work the rest of your life, basically.
Well, that's debatable, but you know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Listen, I'm gonna put it like this. I feel like 100 million to me and you, yeah, we could probably live off of that the rest of our lives. But that's because we operate differently. These celebrities, they have a lifestyle.
They had a lifestyle
Adapt.
before they had a lifestyle.
Adapt and pick up to this certain lifestyle that they want to continue to live, which is why they can't make $100 million last.
Right.
And
And
then
that's the thing
also,
about it. They want to
what?
make it you know, they want to be a part of the same crowd that's making that same income. So they want to be at those parties. They want to be in those
See, that's what I'm saying. But we cut from a
at those
different
events,
cloth, though, sir. We cut from a different
all
cloth.
these
I'm gonna still
things,
be
yeah.
at Walmart shopping.
And you might not necessarily be, but it's still ways to be responsible. You know what I'm saying, with your money, because you're $100 million guy. You might not want to be at Walmart. You might not, because you know what I'm saying, because you don't want me to catch you at Walmart and you're $100 million guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be there, bro.
Don't be there,
I'm gonna be
because
there.
I'm gonna figure out how much of that 100 million
Catch
you
me at
came with to the
Kroger.
Walmart.
Catch me at Kroger. I don't carry cash. You're not getting nothing about me.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't
Cards
matter.
stay locked.
I'm gonna find out whatever it is I can get out of you, because it's something. You worth 100 million. I'm gonna get something off of you.
All you're gonna get is whatever I got in my hand and in my cart, and then you might have to die to get it.
I might take the cart.
That's cool, but prepare to get your ass kicked for it. You gonna work for this money. You gonna work for, because first of all, I got kids. Okay, let's just put that out there. So 9 times out of 10, whatever is in the cart is for them. So you're not
That's what I'm
taking
saying.
what's in my cart.
If you got $100 million, just don't go to Walmart.
I'm gonna go. Cause see, that's what I'm saying. And this one thing about me
And
that
don't
I
go
tell
to the
people all the time.
casino.
I've never been one of those dudes to try to keep up with the Joneses.
Right.
Matter of fact, our family wasn't that kind of people to try to, this is coming out. We need to go cop that. This is out. We need to go get that. First of all, motherfucker, there was 8 of us.
Right.
There is no you getting them new J's that come out on Friday for $200.
Right.
That's groceries.
Right. Ain't got time for this.
So I've never been one to like, that's a fly jacket. I need to get me one of those. Or first of all, these motherfuckers be spending $300 on t-shirts because it's Balenciaga or it's Prada. Right. I'm gonna go get the t-shirt from the man on the corner and it fit better.
Right.
Like, people's always giving me like credit for like, oh, that dress, oh, that That fit you had on yesterday was fly. Yeah, motherfucker, I got it from Plato's. While you went down to the mall and spent a grip, I paid $40 and you just said that fit was fly. See what I'm saying? See the difference between me and you?
Yeah,
You just got to be able to make. That's why Cam my nigga. Cause Cam tell people that all the time. He be thrift shopping and shit. You know how Cam dress. That nigga fit be fly as hell. He'll tell you in a minute. I don't be spending that crazy money on that shit.
right.
I'm not that guy. But let's get back to this gambling shit. Like, I guess because when you're not somebody that's from the haves and you come up from, the struggle where you the have nots, I think that's where the difference is. And then, like you said, sometimes people try to adapt or keep up with the lifestyle and the people they're around
I
and the
don't
other
think it's that. I
players.
think it's just bad decisions, man. People go out here, you know what I'm saying, and just make bad decisions with their money. They make bad decisions because, like I said, you don't want to be in debt to you don't want to be in debt to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like they might have got into debt or just even it don't even have to be money debt. It might be a favor type of debt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to be, and it sounds like they got into debt with the kind of people you don't really want to, definitely don't want to be in debt with because they not putting interest on it. They taking, you know what I'm saying? They getting that back in blood.
Do
These
you
type of guys you playing with, now you playing with the FBI. Now you playing with, you know what I'm saying? Now you looking at more
do you
so than the fraud that you was committing just by simply gambling on games that you're playing in and directly affecting games.
right?
Now you getting involved with people that's probably committing other types of crimes and things like that. Like, what are you
We
doing? You
talking
don't
about the
have to be.
mafia
You don't have the mafia. Like, what are we talking? Why are we talking about Terry Rozier,
and the
The
mafia.
mafia, the mafia? Like, I shouldn't be hearing Chauncey Billups and the mafia, same sentence, same paragraph,
No.
same
And
article,
that
same
and
nothing.
that's the other thing about it is just like, do you think like the mafia reached out first, like, hey, I need you to run out of bounds when you clearly had a fast break for an easy
Nah,
two to win
man,
the
no, man.
game?
It's hard for me to believe that the
Or do you think it
mafia
started
was
with
was
gambling?
it's
Then
hard
you
for me to
owed the
believe that some
mafia.
head of the mafia was just sitting around and was like, "Yo, let me go after Chauncey Billups, see if I can get him to," you know what I'm saying? Better chance than not, he got himself into that situation by being
Gambling.
somewhere he didn't need to be,
There you go.
which is most of the time, which is how people get into these situations. You somewhere you ain't got no business being. All you had to do was do your basketball, do your events
Facts.
that, you know what I'm saying, you get paid for,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? After that, you go live your leisurely life. Why are you doing things that's criminal activity?
Bro, like you ain't got enough responsibility and enough things to do.
And enough avenues to make money, dog. Chauncey
Yo,
Billups, you know what I'm saying? Even if he lacking on maybe big endorsements, he could probably walk into any little establishment and say, "Hey, I can boost
I
y'all
I can do
sales,
I can induce
y'all
y'all
marketing."
sandwiches, endorse y'all sandwiches.
Exactly. Just go ahead and give me 100,000, 30,000 for, like, come on. These people have too many avenues of ways to
Easy.
make money than to have
Easy.
to be gambling on their own games and trying to throw away not just their careers,
And
which are illustrious, but they're throwing away their lives along with these
which
careers
makes
because
no
now
sense to
these are
me.
careers they can't get back if
You
this
think
go,
it, you think it's
if
an
this goes worth.
addiction or a disease? You think it's an addiction or a disease kind of thing?
Gambling, I mean, it depends. Of course, it can be an addiction. I don't know if they're addicted to it, and if that's what their
People can be
problem is,
addicted
that
to
they're just
gambling.
simply addicted to gambling and things like that. I don't know how it initially started.
I don't want to be insensitive to anybody's addiction. We all have 'em. But being addicted to gambling seems a little bit stupid because basically you're addicted to, it's not just the money. Because a lot of times you lose more times than none. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's got to be an addiction to being stupid.
Yeah, and I mean,
Like,
I feel
really?
like
You really want to waste money that bad? That's your addiction? You can give it the fuck to me.
right, and that's what I'm saying. I've done the prize pick shit, make a little parlay here and there. I've done that. I even get to the point sometimes where I've done it like back to back weeks, back to back days.
Yeah,
I might hit a little $10, $20. I put put a little $10, $20, make a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? If I lose $10, $20, I'm like, whoa.
I'm done.
I just lost $10, lost $20.
Bro, this how non-gambler I am. When I go to places like Vegas or Atlantic City and shit like that where it's gambling, I'm a partake because of the experience. Like when I went to Vegas for the first time, back when I
Right,
turned 30, when I turned
right.
30. Because you
Right.
30, but I turned it
I'm 30. You was 30.
30. I was 30. All right. We're going to change my name on here. But anyway, what I'm saying is, or what I'm trying to say is, though, I put aside $50. Once that $50 is gone, that's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
I don't care if I went up, went down, that's it.
And I don't know, and that's another thing. That's when you kind of get into the psychology of the thing because it's like even if I'm up, Terry Rozier up, I got millions or I got hundreds of thousands sitting in the bank account somewhere. I'm not just because I got millions don't mean I could bet a
Okay.
million.
See, and
Don't mean
that's
I
the
could bet a
problem
few
right
hundred
there.
thousand. I could never do. I was, you know what I'm saying. I could never, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to put my personal, you know what I'm saying, opinion on him and say he should have the same opinion and beliefs and
Everybody don't have the
mind
same discipline.
that I do, but yeah, it's about responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he has
People
people
depending
that
on
he
them.
takes care of. Right. I'm sure he has people that I don't know if he has children, but I'm sure he has people that depend on him.
Right.
I'm sure he wants to be able, I'm sure part of that is wanting to take care of people, other
Right.
people. Usually it
Right.
is.
Right.
And you get into the you gotta make smarter decisions. That's all it is. You gotta make you gotta be smarter.
And
But
like, for sometimes I feel like you just need to have balls. And let's talk about that for a second, taking care of
I
people.
think they
Like,
have a lot of balls. I think
yes,
Terry
I have
Rozier has
money,
a lot of
family.
balls.
Yes, I have money, family, but it doesn't mean I'm taking care of your everyday fucking needs.
Right.
Let's
Yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
let let's
Say
let's
no.
get into that real quick. Like, that's people's biggest problem. And it's sad that your family does you like that. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
made it big. Like, it's one thing. Yeah, I'm gonna buy my mom a house. I
Yeah.
may pay the bills for the house because you buy your mom a bigger house than she's used to, and she ain't got no income. Yeah, you might have to pay some of them bills.
Right.
The property tax, the electricity bill is probably way different than what she used to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
It
it's a
ain't
big
even
old crib.
that's the thing about it. You ain't even gotta do that much thinking. You got 30 million, 20 million. Somebody can do the thinking for you, dog.
Yep. See, that's the other thing.
They got
That's
people
the
that's
other thing we
doing
got
it,
to
that's
get to.
handling their money. That's another thing I don't understand.
Yes. Who's advising you? And it's probably motherfuckers that's really stealing from you. And you don't even realize. Like, see, that's the other thing we need to get into when we talking about shit like this. Where is your team at? Your bros, your real bros. Where your homies at? That's gonna keep it a buck with you.
That's a
But they
little bit
got
more
their hand out
personal
too
because he, you know what I'm
sometimes.
saying? That's it seems like he might even when I look at Terry Rozier's play and then I hear this story and it looked like he got disconnected from basketball.
Bro, he was so focused on these
Gambling.
flops and shit that he was doing to help other people win money or pay, or like you said, pay back whatever debt he owed to these mob people or
Whatever
mob.
he needed to do it
Chauncey
for, he was
Billups,
too focused
Chauncey
on that,
Billups,
on that.
Chauncey Billups mixed up with the mafia. We talking about the Chauncey that won the championship in Detroit. We talking about Big Shot Billups. Bro, that's wild to
Oh,
me.
lie down, George.
No, like, you're a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? You want to go make some extra money? Make a couple of appearances on ESPN or NBC or do something. Do
I
a
thought he isn't.
podcast.
He's working.
My point exactly. But it seems like it's not enough and they need more, which goes back to our other point. Is like, y'all try to feed too many or got too many people in your pocket.
Or
That's
they
the problem.
and that might not even be the problem, Dre. That's the thing about it. It might just be a greed thing on their part. It could be. It could. That's what I'm saying.
How greedy can you be?
Because that's the thing about it, though, Dre. It's like, yeah, they might be having addiction. Yes, they might be trying to, man, just being trying to have a good time. But either way, you know what I'm saying? You went in there with the
A
intentions
good
of trying to
time
make.
losing money? That sounds stupid. That's what I'm saying. The addiction is
They
stupidity.
went in there with the intentions of making money. Everybody goes in with the intentions of making money. It's a luck thing. It's a stupid thing to bet on that you just going, you know what I'm saying? That luck is going to make you some money. But of course, everybody goes in assuming they're going to make some money out of this.
Yeah.
But you're going into a situation where you start to lose, money.
Right. Of what?
Get
Yeah.
out fast.
Be done.
Get out fast. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Be
if
done
it
with it.
like,
As you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, boom, I just lost a big hand. Let me go ahead
I'm
and pay
cool.
that. Let me get home.
Cool.
I'm cool. I'm done with this. I don't want to double or nothing. I don't want to. Oh wait, why you gripping me? You mafia? Oh, I got
Hey
security
yo,
because I'm not
double
doing.
up.
So far I've done nothing. Because that's another thing about it. When you doing honest things and when you know what I'm saying? When you're doing honest things, I mean, being an honest person, you ain't got nothing to hide. Nothing. You ain't got much to hide. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, if he's getting in a situation with the mafia, which is mind boggling to me, if
It's
like I
throwing
said,
me
if
off.
I'm if I'm up 30, 20, 30 million, if I'm up 100 million and I'm getting into it with the mafia, they gonna have to deal with my security. They gonna have to deal with probably police because
That's
I'm
how I
not doing
roll.
any criminal activity. So
Nope.
whatever you doing, I can be open and honest about what I'm doing and get you off of me.
Yeah, yeah. You ain't got to worry about it because I got security right here with some popo.
I'm the right. We
I'm
go
the
band for
mafia.
band because it is, you know what I'm saying? At that point, we just have to go band for band on security
Exactly.
and bullets flown.
I might just ride around with the bros with me. That's all
You
I
know what I'm
need.
saying? But it's not gonna be a situation where I'm having to keep paying you back because you got me strong arm because I'm down 10 million to you. No, like that, I couldn't see myself putting myself in a situation like that. Cause you can see those situations coming from
A
miles
mile
away.
away. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. That's what I'm saying. This whole
Soon as
gambling
you walk
thing.
into the room, you can sense stupid shit is going on. So why are you pulling out
But
500,000 to go ahead
again,
and
we
play around with some people that's looking like they not somebody people to play around with?
right. But again, remember what I said though. Me and you, we cut from different cloth than the rest of these motherfuckers.
We not
We
though.
came
It's
up
the same
different.
cloud.
Nah,
Chauncey Billups
man.
probably from around the same type of way we from. But you know what I'm saying? Even though yes, he's lived a different life since then. So I'm sure whatever life he
But
came from, he's
but
lived an
even
entire life.
still, if you're cut from that cloth that I'm talking about with us, even when you get there, like I'm trying to tell you, like I'm still gonna be at Walmart. I'm still gonna be at Sam's Club because that's what I know. Yeah, well, I go splurge every now and then, give me something nice. You know what I mean? Make sure I'm looking fly because yes, being a celebrity or being a pro athlete, yeah, you need to look a certain type of way and carry yourself a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? But nah, do you got to keep up with this guy because he got 10 cars? You need to have at least 8?
Right,
Nah, fuck that, bro. I got 2
right.
whips. I got an SUV and a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
In
saying? Like,
regard
that's the kind of shit I would be
Irregardless,
on.
yeah. But regardless, it's like
Like, this
they just
shit's
gotta
crazy to me.
people just gotta remember to be responsible with their not just
They
with
can't do it.
their money, but they gotta be responsible with their legacies too if they want to take care of them, man. Because this is Chauncey Billups was revered. I would have thought he was one of the more respected, NBA vets. You know what I'm saying? Around the
Thought he was
league.
smarter than that. He seemed
I
like
thought he was
smarter
smarter
than
than
that
that.
kind of guy.
I thought he was smarter than that.
Terry, I don't know.
Sarah's it.
But,
Right. And it seemed like he might have got into a situation young,
and they kept it moving.
as a younger man, but who knows, what's how
The
long Chauncey
mafia,
been dealing with this stuff or
first
been
off, why the fuck you get mixed up with the mafia, nigga?
mixed up because you places you don't need to be. Put you somewhere you ain't had no business being.
Dumb
Doing
shit.
excellent business, you shouldn't be handling yourself.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm always a big believer in like keeping people, good people, or keeping the right people in your corner or around you. Like keeping your circle tight as fuck. Like, yeah, you might have associates and people that, call you friend and shit like that. You may not see them as that, but they call you friend, and they cool. But your circle
Right,
though, the people you keep with you,
right,
the people you calling when a situation pop up or you need advice on something, you know what I'm saying? Where do they
right,
be at in a situation?
right,
You taking care of these people, feeding these people, and they not even there. They'd be the main ones like, yeah, put that money on that. Put that money on that. No, bet 100,000. We got this, bro. Like seriously, and I'm gonna keep it a
yeah,
buck with you. I don't even do those lineups or like fantasy football and shit like that to make money. Cause like I said, I'll be looking for the free Jones or the dollar Jones. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To me, shit, we doing a podcast, bro. I'm trying to make sure that I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I pick this player because I think he gonna go out. Do I know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? How good
right,
did I do this week picking games? How
right,
good did I do this lineup I put in? You know what I'm saying? Because that lets
right,
me know, hey, you do know what you're talking about a little bit about football. You can talk some shit about basketball. You picked a great lineup last night. You knew this guy was gonna go off against this team. You knew he was gonna do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what it is for me. I'm trying to see, oh shit, damn, I put that lineup together. Sweet. I almost won some bread. Damn. If this dude ain't do this, I would have made about $50. I feel good after that. I'm like, oh man, I can start. You know what I'm saying? And then it
yeah,
helps us when we doing a podcast and people listening to us and they like, damn, they called every game right. That's what it
right,
is for me. I just get it. I get the thrill off of knowing that, damn, I know what the hell I was talking about. I picked that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not putting my money on the money line and on it is because shit can happen, and then people out here you can't trust them because they throwing games.
Yeah.
So
I think Silva's I think he's
yeah,
handling the situation as well as he can probably.
I mean, because it's only so much that he knows for real, until like the trials and shit start.
Right. Now,
Till shit actually get exposed for real, for real.
yeah. Now I'm
Because I
sure
don't
he
know how
knows
much
more than
information he's privy to
right.
that the
Yeah.
FBI has.
I'm sure he knows more than the average than us,
Of
the
course.
average view.
Yeah,
I'm
of
sure he
course.
knows more than what he's saying. I'm sure he knows more than what he can say. I'm sure
Because he got lawyers on his payroll.
if there's tiers of knowing, if there's tiers of knowing this information, I'm sure it's FBI and then Adam Silva
Yep.
right up under them.
And that's only because some information he is privy to, and then he got
Yeah.
lawyers.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
probably 1,000 lawyers involved in this.
Yep. A million. Shit. Because
Yeah,
it's
man.
spread across country. It's spread across the country, obviously. It's
Right.
not just
Then
in
the
one place.
right.
That shit's crazy.
Right. And
But,
that's
you
another
know,
thing, because now it's gonna be millions spent on on these trials and tribulations, in these
stupid.
cases and all of this stuff. They lawyer fees and everything. Now they gonna be in deeper debt. They're gonna be in eh, they making now the situation gets worse. And that's why you need to be responsible. These situations are slippery slopes.
Yeah. Either way. Because that's what I was just about to ask you before we moved on, though. Like, what if they get found not guilty? Because I believe they both plead not guilty to all the charges. What if they get found not guilty?
They
What should the
plead
league
not
do then?
guilty.
What should the league do? Is Chauncey done still? Is Terry gonna
Well,
be
it depends.
banned?
So it depends. If they get found not guilty, I think it's going to depend on not guilty of what. Because we don't know. I'm sure it's going to be multiple charges. It's always multiple
Yeah,
charges.
it's multiple. It's multiple. All kinds of shit. Money
It's going to be
laundering, this,
different
that, and the
levels of
third.
charges. So I think it's going to depend. First of all, it's going to depend on what they get. Of course, what they're being charged with. What they're going to be if they get um found not
Cause,
guilty of everything,
right.
then I mean, what can anybody say or do? I don't think Silver could really
Well,
do anything at that point. If they're found not guilty of everything, then they're not liable.
right.
Um,
But I feel like sometimes what happens in situations like this, when you part of a organization or somebody, or you have an employer, sometimes it's like, why you even get charged with that? I don't even want you back here.
yeah. Well, I mean, but then again, he could
Why you
say
even
even though
affiliated with this?
right, but he could say because he could still say even though right, you right, even though he could say y'all are not guilty, but I still find you liable because you were in these
You were
situations. They found you not guilty because of
how
this
they
and this
tie
and
you to
that.
that?
But when I'm listening to this trial, it sounds like, yeah, you was involved in some stupid
You was
situations that you
doing yeah,
shouldn't have been
exactly.
in.
That's what I'm saying.
So
So
I
what do
think
you
at the
think they
very
should do with
least,
him?
I think
Is
honestly,
Chauncey gonna go back and coach his team?
no, if I had to guess, you saying if they're not guilty, I think if I had to guess guilty or not guilty, I would say their careers and the NBA are probably over.
I mean, it would have to be. Cause
Yeah.
I feel like at the same time, like you said about Adam Silver, like you gotta set a tone.
Right.
Like,
Right.
even if I find out you're being accused or investigated for this shit,
Right.
you out of here.
Get out of here.
You
Cause
know what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
If you are found guilty, you're definitely out of here.
Right.
I mean, that's what I was saying, because you're going to jail.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
why would you do something with the FBI? We're not talking about regular police. We're not talking about the NBA investigation, bro. The FBI has been
FBI.
on that ass.
Even if you did, even if you're innocent, you did innocent.
I don't like
You
that you was affiliated,
places you shouldn't be.
and I don't
You
like that.
places you ain't got no business being. You
Because
doing things you ain't got no business doing.
it puts a cloud over the league.
It
That's
puts a
what these
cloud
people
over
don't
sports.
understand.
It puts a cloud over sports
Sports,
betting.
gambling, everything. And some people do it innocently. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now that you did this, it's just like, damn, you a gambler? Or you be into that shit? You probably fuck with the mob.
Right.
Nah, motherfucker.
And then
I ain't with the
and
mafia.
then before we move on, my last thing, but I feel like it's important. Another piece is how do you bring somebody like that back into a locker room? You can't.
Exactly.
That's
And I'm talking
tough.
about both of them, Terry
You're
or the
not on
coach.
my team. I don't trust you as my teammate, especially once
Mm.
I see you. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you being inconsistent. You
running out of
making
bounds.
turnovers that don't look like they make no sense. Now I gotta slap you up because I'm dead serious. I'm playing for real. I want to win a championship, and you
You
are
out here
playing
throwing the game.
right.
Worrying about something they ain't got nothing. We trying to win a championship. You out here throwing the game so you can win 50,000.
Right, making sure you get 3 turnovers. You trying to make sure you get 3 turnovers,
Yeah,
and we
see.
trying to hold on. We trying to protect the ball, and then in the 4th.
Yeah, you
What the hell's
definitely can't
wrong
go
with
back
you?
to your same team. You probably can't
Yeah,
even get back in the same circle. So that's why you
I
might have to
couldn't.
just be about the league,
Right. I
blackball.
couldn't imagine. I can't imagine a locker room if you know what I'm saying wanting to be around players that
Uh,
are involved in things like that,
nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Your affiliation
and
alone
it's
to
and
even be tied
especially
to that
not
investigation,
my motherfucking coach.
I can't even respect you the same.
Don't even
And
come
see,
here
that's what I was
talking to
saying
me.
about Chauncey. That's exactly what I was saying. You're a Hall of Fame point guard,
You're supposed to be a
all-star,
leader of men at this point.
champion
You're supposed to be an example
of what
at
to
this
do
point.
and what not to do.
And not everybody. I get it. Not everybody wants to be an example. Not everybody wants to
And
be
don't
seen
be
in
a
those
head coach
lights
in
and
the NBA
everything.
though.
But at the very least,
But don't be a
because of
head
who
coach in
you
the NBA
are,
then.
huh?
Don't be a head coach in the NBA then.
Don't be a head coach in the NBA, and at the very least, because of who you are, you have to lead by example. You have to be the example. You whatever
Every
you
time.
doing, even if you don't want to grab Terry Rozier or whoever up and get him out of them rooms and tell them like, "Hey, this is stupid." You got to be the one that's not in those rooms.
Yep. Yep. And that's why I hate when players be like, "Oh, I didn't ask for you to follow me or look up to me or bro, them the fans that's paying for you to have a fucking job. Why do you
Right,
like they coming to all your games? Them your fans. Why would they not look up to you? They got your jersey on. Like that's stupid to me. You know
right,
damn well somebody's looking up to you and wanting to be you because they want to be where you are. Whether you signed up for it or not, it is what it is. And
right.
you
You gotta
know
care
that.
about something. You gotta care about
You
something, and it's
know
not.
that.
And no matter what, we never
And
just
be at the
talking
children's
about the
hospitals and
public,
shit.
because I'm sure, right. And beyond that, Dre, because you know what I'm saying, not even just the public and how you perceived in the public, but how you got kids, you got grandkids, you got family, you got friends, you got
Yes.
mentees, you got
Nieces and
people
nephews.
I'm sure you may have mentors. You might got mentors, people that's looking out for you that didn't even know you was even bugging out like this. And now I look crazy
Exactly.
because I'm always saying, nah, I'm putting, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying good things about you.
Right. Exactly. Because you are who you are or who I thought you were. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. Like they don't want to be in the spotlight, but you in the community, doing putting this on for the community and doing this in the community, which you're supposed to be, which they do. But yeah, you turn
Right.
around and say, "Oh, I didn't want them to look up to me." Sounds stupid.
Sound crazy.
That's like Superman saving the world and saving people every day, and then saying, "I didn't want anybody to look up to me or like me or want to be me."
Right.
I'm like, "You Superman?
You
What the fuck? I
Superman
wish I could
fool.
fly, bitch.
Right. And if
I wish I
and
could
guess what?
fly."
And guess what? And guess what? Just like Adam Silver is gonna do to them, if you don't want to be Superman, I can we could take that away.
Take that away
You don't
real
want the
quick.
responsibility that comes with it, then we could take it away.
And that's what they need to start doing more of, because a lot of these players on in all leagues be doing some wild stuff, and they know they're being watched and recorded some way, somehow.
Yeah.
And it's just like they don't
And it'll
care
be
about the
taken away
outcome.
because and then I wonder I can only wonder how much you love the game,
Right. Right.
after a
To do
situation
that.
like this, because it's like, do you even care to come back to the game? Why do you want to come back to the game? If you do, why?
Well, the same reason, like you said, they was gambling. They greedy. So they gonna try to come back and get back in the league and this, that, and the third. Just like and then we can move on. Terry was his lawyers was talking about, yeah, we need y'all to make this a speedy thing. He trying to get the case dismissed. And then he's like, we want this to be a speedy trial because of whatever's going on with the NBA and the arbitration and stuff like that. The judge was like, I don't give a damn about that. We'll see you in March. What the fuck?
Right, because you tripping.
Y'all don't
First
run
of all,
stuff like that. I'm a federal judge. I shut it all down.
right.
So that's crazy though. But yeah, let's move on. I did want to
uh,
say one more thing since we talking about the NBA and NBA players and this gambling shit. Shout out to the New York Knicks. They won that stupid cup thing.
the Knickerbockers. I don't really find it that stupid. I kind of like it. I kind of
I mean, but I don't. Maybe I used the wrong choice of words. Let me switch it up. A mid-season championship.
yeah.
How much are they really how much are teams really giving the damn?
Well, they
Like, and I
paying
think
them.
they did this so they can play,
No,
more
they give
competitive
the
in
players.
games early in the season.
The players give a damn because they get paid to win the
They
cup,
do get paid,
and the
but
runner up
again,
get
like
a
we
little
talking
something
about, you
too.
already making millions.
But that's
What's a couple thousand?
I mean, but no, that's not. I mean, yeah, they make it. Yeah, they making millions. But you going? If I'm making, that's a bonus.
That's true. I feel
That's a
that.
good Christmas bonus. Cause
But
you
you're
gotta think
already
about it,
having a
Dre.
good
Some of them
but you're
really not making that as much as a lot of people think.
but you're already having a good Christmas though.
I'm having a good
Let's keep it a
Christmas. I'm
buck.
having a better Christmas. That's
Oh
all. But
my
yeah, but
God.
that might be a new house right there. That's a whole new property right there. That might be an investment you just gave me right there. And
That's
then
true. Okay.
like they
So
said,
when
like
you
some of those guys don't be on as those big contracts. So that might be that might be their whole salary.
yeah, for
You
some
know
of
what
the
I'm
lower
saying?
guys, the
Plus
bench riders,
100%.
yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I
They
think a
get
lot
paid.
of
They
them
get
do
the
play for
thing
that.
too.
Yeah.
Right, right. So yeah,
Okay. I
I like
mean,
the cup for that, for them, for the players, having a chance. And then I think for the fans, because the players are able to care about it, that that mid season, it's 82 games, right? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm sure the NBA was looking at numbers mid season and said those numbers we got to get those numbers up somehow.
Well, it's early season because they try to say like people don't be so competitive to start the season off or for the whole 82 games. So this kind of
Yeah,
puts
but
more
yeah,
incentive to do that.
right. But you get those fans beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's excited that the season's starting up. So you're gonna get, heavy viewers and people showing up in the beginning and then, get to the playoffs. But around that all-star break, the NBA, especially the past few years, it gets kind of stale around the all-star break.
No, but I feel like that's usually when I start watching for real, for real. Football will be over. Teams are about to start playing hard because they trying to jock for playoff position. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Yeah.
football is my first love, so I ain't really trying to watch nothing basketball
Yeah.
until football is
But you
over with.
but you gotta remember, Dre, that the NBA, the NFL, they all have to think about the average viewer because that's where the money is.
Yeah, I
The
know.
money is
Yeah,
in the average viewer.
they
The
got a
viewer,
whole
like,
different
yeah.
fan base. There's some people that do both.
Uh-huh.
There's some people like me that watch basketball sometimes. You know what I mean? If it's on, ain't got nothing to do. But bro, I try to make sure I'm in front of the TV every time it's a football game on.
Right,
Basketball, I watch it if I ain't doing nothing. I know it's a game on, or it's a good matchup,
right.
or
I
certain
see.
players playing. I want to see my boy Curry. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Giannis ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But the next one, shout out to them. I don't think they've ever won a championship, but
Knickerbockers.
they won the cup. They won the
No,
cup.
they playing pretty good. They're playing good basketball, man.
Well,
Knickerbockers.
listen, we're gonna talk about this later, but it has something to do with what I was gonna say later about the way the AFC and the NFC and football is shaping out to be. There's
Uh-huh.
certain people that need to take advantage of certain people not being there. So you gotta think the Bucks ain't the Sixers look cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The Pacers is down, no Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? So the
yeah,
Knicks, this is your chance.
yeah.
Y'all better
You're
take
right.
a run at it. Y'all better
Take a
y'all
run at
look
it.
loaded. Y'all look good.
They look good, and
Stay
they had a
healthy.
good, decent run last year. They've been making
That's what I'm
waves,
saying. The Celtics ain't
and they
there to
look
stop
better this
you.
year. So they should be able to make a run, but
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
tough.
The East is kind of tilted this year. You ain't got the Bucks. You ain't got the Celtics. Tatum out. Brown, you know what I mean? I don't expect them to win nothing without
You're
Tatum.
right. Yeah, you're
You see
right.
what I'm saying? Miami, who the hell is even on the team for real?
The youngs, the YNs running that team now.
See what I'm saying? I don't know what they doing in Charlotte. The Wizards, huh? But anyway, they're like the East. You can make it to the championship. I don't think you'll beat whoever comes out of the West, but hey, you can make an appearance
Right,
in the championship this year.
right.
This might be a year to make it in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you're right.
So,
Yeah,
shout out to them winning the cup. They look good. You feel me? They played the Spurs. Spurs look all right. I just don't.
Spurs look.
Here's my thing about the Spurs. Wembanyama, bro, it's an 82 game season. I just pray that you stay healthy, my dude.
I think he will, man. He looks a little bit
I mean,
sturdier than some of the other guys we've seen in the past. Kind
look
of
lean like
that look
that and
like
tall as
skinny.
hell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
And the
it's
way he
different being
plays
that
isn't
tall though.
super dangerous either.
But it's different being that tall with weight and the moves you making and the things you doing. The body can only take
Yeah.
so much, realistically.
But I don't see him really making a lot of moves that put his ankles and knees in too much jeopardy
Just jumping a
every other
little bit for
play,
him is
every
enough.
other time down the court.
Just jumping
Yeah,
off the floor is a lot for him at 7'2", 7 whatever, 7'5". He's tall as hell.
you're right.
He is an
You're right.
alien.
But that's
He
a
picked
good
the right
organization.
logo.
I'm sure they're taking care of him.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
sure he's taken care of physically,
That's
mentally.
why I said I just want him to stay healthy. And I know it's hard to being a big man. For any big man, there's a lot of big men out there that know shit. It's hard. 82
Right,
games plus playoffs, and then he in the West, and so I don't
right.
know. We'll start getting more into basketball, you know, once football is done. But shout out to the
Hmm.
Knicks. You know what I mean? They did their thing. Don't be
Yeah,
gambling though.
please.
Don't be gambling on yourself. Who gambled on that game?
And it's probably a lot more of that gambling stuff going on than we even can realize.
Oh, you best believe some other names gonna pop up, and we gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, soon as I heard LeBron tied to some of that, what was that, Damon Jones,
Uh-huh.
and he was giving out information on Anthony Davis and LeBron. I was like, hold on, LeBron did what? Huh? Shit. Oh, not a big name. I mean, because Scary Terry, but LeBron James, soon as I heard his name, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
What you did,
shit.
LeBron? Because you know what they
Can't
love
do
to say
nothing.
about LeBron. He ain't never
Can't
done
do
nothing.
nothing.
He ain't never did this. He don't do that. He
The
a nice,
king
wholesome dove. He a nice, wholesome dove.
the king has done nothing wrong. The king has committed no criminal acts, no
Fuck
gambling,
him.
no betting.
He was
This
giving
is an
out info.
official word from the king.
He was giving out info. That
He probably
crazy?
snitching. He probably snitched if anything.
He
I could
might.
see
He might be
LeBron
the one
snitching.
telling. He might have found out you
I could
did
see
what?
I can see
You
LeBron
was
snitching for sure.
you you was telling people about my business? Hell no, I'm calling the cops.
I'm calling the police.
You
But don't
making
even
money off
leave.
my shit?
Don't go anywhere.
Cause like the dude was he was not a official assistant coach, so he had insider info. So like LeBron ain't playing tonight, y'all. Y'all might want to. He a little banged up, so go on the under. Like, bro, what are y'all doing?
Right. Stop it.
50,000, 100,000,
Stop it. Stop it.
200,000. Whoopity
Stop it.
doo, whoop-de doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
All
All right.
right, let's get off of that shit. Talk about your boy though, because I guess we got more info. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on, let me spark. I'm gonna tell you right now. Before we get to Mr. Moore, I got it. I'm
More
gonna ask you a
information has
question
come
first. I
to
want to ask
light.
you one question.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Street Center podcast. I don't know if y'all heard this when we started. This is the Street Center podcast. We gonna keep it street. Sharon, come on up here, nigga. I want you front and center for this. I hope this cross your path. I hope somebody showed it to you. Like, look what this nigga said about you, dog. You gotta be the stupidest nigga and the dumbest nigga for some pussy I've ever seen. Nigga, that's basically $13 million pussy, you telling me? You telling me that's $13 million butt?
White butt.
Whack butt. She not even cold. Not that that matters, but she not even cold. Talk about it, nigga. She not even cold.
Couldn't be me.
Damn, can she at least be a baddie?
Couldn't be me.
He out here being crazy over it too.
Bro is
Stalking a
they
bitch.
said fam went
Slapping
to
a
the
bitch.
fam went to the house, went to the kitchen, grabbed the kitchen knife, grabbed the butter knife. They said he grabbed the butter knife, dog.
Because he
Fam
wasn't
grabbed the
standing on business. He should run
business.
more.
Standing on business?
He pussy.
He stopped standing on business a long
I'm talking about with the butter
time
knife.
ago.
That's what you gonna pull out?
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to do
Yeah.
nothing for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
This one
just seemed like you were just trying to make somebody nervous and threatening them. But I'm not gonna be nervous about no butter knife.
no, he was just in there trying to get his way, and that's why she did the right thing. That's harassment, because you're not about to kill yourself. You ain't doing nothing but
They
coming in
said the
here to
man was
harass me.
stalking her. Stalking her.
Yeah, that's stalking. When you pull up, bang on the door after I done told you it's over, stop, don't talk to me no more, leave me alone. I done already had to sit here and lie for you. We done already got away with the crime. It's over. He had gotten away with it. And we had gotten away with it too if you hadn't snitched on yourself.
First of all, let me tell you the other place where he fucked up at. You gave her a raise or gave her money and then tried to take it away because you weren't getting your way with her.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now, even I know she telling.
Right. And I think, this is no type of victim blaming or anything like that. But for
We don't do that
sure,
here.
these young women and young men, because we've seen young men get into these situations recently a lot too.
Yes, sir. Preach.
You gotta remember something. when these rich men, rich people give you this money, it's so they can control you. That's a control thing. Nobody's just giving you. It's
And
not a
he had
gift.
control issues, and it shows.
And that's what I'm saying. That's sign. That's the first sign. You just took my you could give me a purse. You can buy me what I'm saying, take me out to lunch and dinners and buy me little things that I like, stuff like that. You just took my salary. You doubled my salary. No, no, no. He not doubling somebody's salary so that they can leave in a couple of weeks.
Right.
No, 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 no. He doubled that salary because he wanted her to be locked the fuck in
Yep, with me.
with him
So we can continue doing what we doing on the side. First of
on
all,
the
how long
side.
you think? First of all, how long she think you think she gonna keep doing that?
Right.
Let's
On
just
the
keep it a
side.
buck. Let's
Getting
just keep it a
puppy.
buck. How long do you think side bitches want to be side bitches?
Right. And it can't it's not even one of those she can't even be one of those side bitches where she proud and to be a side joint because he's in the public eye.
You the head coach of Michigan, bruh. One person see us the wrong place at the wrong time, you're toast.
You're
So
toast.
I'm doing you a favor by being the side.
She tried. She
And then he
tried
went
because she gave him an
ballistic.
out. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, dog. It sounds like she did everything she could do to protect him initially.
Pussy.
Because I
That's
know in a
why.
lot of situations, the girl, not
13
Beyonce, the
million?
girl, but the victim might say, "Hey, at this point now, I just gotta, I'm trying to find a way to keep this bread.
Right. I ain't trying to mess none of this up. Cause you
I'm not
got
trying to mess up this
yours.
bread. So let me
You
just
got
keep
yours.
trying to stay level. You know what I'm saying? Stay level headed, maintain. Oh, but now you want to act crazy. Now I can't maintain because you're acting up. Now you want to take the
Cause now I
bread
gotta
back.
call the
Now I'm
police.
not even satisfied with the former agreement because you done went back on it. So now
I
I have
need the
no
police.
satisfaction. I don't want you. I don't have the bread.
I may as well tell.
I might as well tell.
I gotta call. Yo.
And now I can
Yeah.
sue you because
This nigga's
from
crazy.
what you did, now I can sue you.
Yep. And get all your money. Now I get to fuck up your life like you tried to do mine by taking my money back.
Right.
And at the end of the day, guess what? I'm gonna be okay and you're gonna have nothing. Cause now the
Right.
school
And
don't
more
owe you no
important than
money.
that, it's not
The
even
school don't owe
about
you no money.
it may
I'm
right.
suing you.
And it may not even about for her, it may not even be about now I get to fuck up your life. Now you have to now here's the opportunity where you have to finally take accountability and responsibility for the things that you're fucking doing and the type of person that you actually are. Because
You know
before
she
you
wanted
could
to fuck
hide
that
it.
nigga's life up. You know she
Before
wanted
you
to
could
fuck his life up. She was
no,
hurt
she didn't. No, she did not.
emotionally.
No, the evidence does not point that way. If if it took you coming to my house and threatening to kill yourself with the butter knife, you harassing me, bailing on my no, I gave you opportunity after opportunity then.
That's crazy word.
Because I lied for you. I lied with you. If it now gets to the point
Together.
where I feel like my you're one of our lives is in danger or my peace is in danger, period.
And you got me fucked up.
No, I'm not necessarily trying to fuck your life up. You're fucking my life up. So you have
Yeah.
to. Yes, I know that actions that I'm about to take may fuck your life up, but the reason I'm doing it is because that's the only way you're gonna have to be. You're gonna be able to take accountability and for what you're you actually are, and you know what I'm
As a
saying? Because
person.
it's not fair that she has to be the only one to see the real him and the things that he's doing outside of being the head coach of Michigan.
Everybody need to know. You off the chain.
If it's like that, yeah, everybody need to know because he has to face repercussions for being stupid. Because
And
now,
consequences to his
like just like
actions.
the gambling shit, he has put himself in a situation. He was somewhere where he did not need to be. He was somewhere he had no business
Should have
being,
never been.
and it then came back on him.
Stupid.
Because he's supposed to be when he wasn't the head coach. Listen, being the head coach of a major football program like that is a full time fucking gig, and I don't mean that as
Yep.
you just a regular that 40-hour work week. No, that is a job.
Around the
You
clock.
have a lot of that is around the clock, constantly, not just you're physically moving around the country for part of the year.
Recruiting.
Right, really the whole year you were around the country. You right about that. I forgot
Yep.
about recruiting for a second. For the whole year,
Recruiting,
really, you probably around the country having to deal with 5 million things.
conference
When
meetings.
he was not being the head coach of the Michigan football team, he should have been at home being a husband and a father. And when he decided not to do that, that's when he fucked up his life.
Yep. Because now you caught up. Now you caught all the way the fuck up
Right.
because you weren't where you were supposed to be. Or maybe he was, and she was right there with him. And I feel like because they said this was going on for a while, even before I guess he was the head coach. Once you became the head coach, oh, I'm good. Nah, sorry. We gotta go ahead and cut this little ride show.
You good.
He
Cut
couldn't
this
do it.
out.
That thing was too good for him to do
Cut
that.
this out. And I'm
He said, I
definitely
gotta
not
keep
starting
the
nothing new up. I'm definitely
13 million. Bro, you think I'm about to risk 13 million of them thighs?
I'm not risking 13 nothing. I'm not risking my size 13 shacks if I had some. I'm not risking nothing. 13 nothings.
You got me fucked up. That's crazy, bro. He went crazy on that girl. And again, wasn't even
Tripping.
cold enough for that.
Tripping. Tripping. And then it wasn't even it didn't even sound like it was any type of sincerity to it because it sounded like he was doing the same thing at his wife's house. At his house with his wife.
Yeah, yeah. And his kids. Kids, bro. Now where does their life lie?
Right. You ain't thinking about your kids. You ain't thinking about your wife. You're thinking about
You
your
might go to
job. You
jail.
ain't thinking about
You lose your
you're not thinking
job.
about your staff. You're not thinking about your players. You're not thinking about the program in a whole.
Not thinking about the players at all.
If I'm
Because you just
Michigan, you
left them
hate my
straight up
program. You
hanging
trying to
and
ruin my program. Not only did you lose to Ohio State, but you want to ruin my program with nonsensical behavior at the end of the season or whenever you did this. Now I got to deal with it at the end of my season.
right, going into the off season, and I'm trying to recruit players. They quarterback already said he out 20 million at LSU,
Right.
and they just got a new coach.
Right. We was already having to deal with a new coach.
Now we gotta
You
get
were
another
a new
coach.
coach. We trying to get
Now they
used to
gotta go.
you. Like, come
Now
on,
they
bro. You
gotta
just
go
got a
do it
new
all over
job.
again.
How do you have time for this? Your
And it's the
responsibility is
job.
just, I'm
It's
sure,
not. It's not
triple,
just a new
quadruple.
job.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure his responsibilities and things that he has to take care of and the things that he's in control over and the things that he has to worry about, I'm sure triple,
Upside down.
quadruple the work he was doing a year ago, and
You fucked it
now he
all
has
up.
time for a. Come on, man, you got like how do you even?
Can't fuck up
Well,
the bag.
I know you're gonna lose
Never
to
fuck up
Ohio
the
State.
bag.
I know you're gonna lose to Ohio State when you at some young John house, with a butter knife talking about you finna kill yourself. I have no chance against Ohio State. We
No
have no
chance, because
chance
you're
against
not.
Ohio State.
What we talk about that one time. You're not focused. You're not focused on what I need you to be focused on. So
That's probably
how are you
if
even
I was
talking
his
to your
wife.
kids about being focused? How are you talking
That's
to
what
your
his
kids about being focused in your
right.
program?
That's what his wife probably asked him. She said, "Dude, you lose to me. You losing me. You losing Ohio State.
You just go keep talking.
You taking L's after L's.
Yeah, 3 losses this year, motherfucker. That's a lot in college
That's
because
a
you're
lot,
not
man.
focused. You out
You're not
here looking for that
focused.
pussy. He out here
You're
looking for
not
that
focused.
pussy. That's crazy. We gonna get flagged and banned. This episode not even gonna make the airways. They gonna be mad as hell at
Mm,
us.
mm.
But anyways, he's a fool. Let's move on though. We gotta get shit through some shit. What's your takeaway from the Patriots Bills game? Let's get into this NFL shit.
Woo, woo,
Now, the question I
man.
have for you, sir, we got to get through these shit. We got to get through these topics. We already wasted too much time on that gambling shit.
Okay.
What's your takeaway? Is it like, yo, what the fuck happened with the Patriots? Or is it, yo, way to go, Bills? Way to come back. That was a good game. Like, who you looking more at?
I think, and I've told you before, I'm not on the. I watched that game. I watched that game. That was one of the games I paid the most attention to because I haven't watched Drake May a ton. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? This season,
okay.
I've watched him
Yeah.
enough. I've watched him enough, but he is. I would to answer your question, I would say this is more of a pat on the back for the Bills than anything.
Okay.
I think Vrabel is an outlier for the Patriots. I don't think Drake May is. I think Vrabel's the outlier. I think he's a great coach. I think he's the kind of coach that can scheme his way into wins. I think he's a defensive coach, so he always
That's what I
carries
want to get on.
he always carries pretty good defenses with him. They fell apart in the second half. But that's Josh
Uh-huh.
Allen. That's why I said this is more of a pat on the back for the Bills and Josh Allen, because Josh Allen we know is going to play hero ball. Josh Allen we know is not
Gonna do what he
going.
got to do.
We know, and those when it gets into those high intensity situations where he's
Yeah.
constantly being
Yeah.
pressured, where he's where drives constantly keep not going his way in the beginning of the game, we can expect Josh Allen to not let that happen for 4 quarters.
Off.
We can expect Josh Allen when I feel like whether it be experience or we've seen Josh Allen doing this since the beginning.
Yeah.
But whether it be experience or just maybe he doesn't have it, Drake May, I feel like is not doing that this year. He's not. I don't think that's something that he's going to be able to do in the playoffs. When watching this game, obviously he was able to get out of the pocket, score a couple times, and run the ball. But I think it's a better system than it is a quarterback. So I think, like we saw on Sunday, when it comes down to games like that, this is late season. We know who's going to shine, and it's either it's going to be Josh Allen in most situations, especially in the AFC. It's going to be
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. So I can agree with some of what you said. Here's my take though. I think it's a little bit of both. You're looking at both teams, and this is how I'm looking at them. And I'm gonna ask you a question before I start. If you scored 31 points in an NFL game, shouldn't you win that game?
Yes, if you
31
score 31 points in a football game, you should have a really good chance of winning that game. Yes.
winning the game. Okay. So let me get to my point. So they put up 21 in the first half.
They put up 24 in the first half.
It was 21 to 0.
Correct. But when we look at
New England was up
Josh
21
Allen,
zip.
right. But when we look at Josh Allen not being able to put up points in the first half, we could see that he was getting pressured a lot.
But
when we look
that's
at
what I
the
want to get to.
difference, right. But when we look, he was getting pressured a lot. But I feel like in
That's
those
what you got to do to him to
situations,
beat him.
it's not though, because he thrives in those situations. And I feel like that's the difference
Sometimes it
between
depends
Josh
on how
Allen
you
and a
coming
lot of
for him.
other quarterbacks in the AFC that he's gonna have to contend with, like a Drake May. I feel like in those situations, I'm thinking him, you know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all are going.
That's not a debate. That's not a debate. I'm taking Josh over shit.
No, no,
NFC,
no.
AFC. I'm taking him over a lot of them.
I'm taking him even I'm taking him. I'm betting on Josh Allen regardless of how much better the team is than the Bills.
Okay. So what my take is though is that I got to look at this on both sides. So like we just said, you put up 31 points, I expect you to win. Like you just said about Vrabel, he's a defensive-minded coach. The defense should have been doing one thing. Let's leave Drake May out of. They put up 31 points. Leave the offense alone. Like, yeah, they put up 10 in the second half, but the Patriots still allowed 35 points in the second half.
From a juggernaut.
Like, even if you let them score a couple touchdowns.
From juggernaut.
Here's one reason why I can't call
I'm
him a
not saying
juggernaut.
their
Josh
offense
Allen
is
is
a
Josh Allen.
juggernaut.
James
Dre,
Cook
their
is James
offense is
Cook.
not a juggernaut.
Got no receivers, bro.
James Cook is a dog. And that's one thing we have to talk about too, Dre. When we talking about the Bills, we got to talk about if James Cook is consistent, which he was in this game, consistently getting them 5-6 yards, consistently getting them first downs.
He does that every game.
That helps them drive the ball up the field. When they're doing that of course that's going to make it easier for Josh Allen every time. That makes it easier for Josh Allen. That makes his job easier when they're able to run the ball.
Right.
But when I say it's not just they didn't just let the Bills put up 38 points on them. They let Josh Allen put up 38 points on them. He's a juggernaut. He can do that. He can do that any.
Yeah, but that's my thing. That's why I said that's my take though. what is New England's defense doing in the second half, Rabel? And then you got to sit down and say, well, shit. What was impressive is the Bills held them to 10 in the second half, and their defense has been inconsistent and somewhat bad some games.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm looking at
Right.
it on both sides. I'm like, all right, y'all put up 31. I'm gonna leave the offense of New England alone. Yeah, y'all score. Hey, 10 points in the second half after you already put up 21 should still win you that game.
Right.
What you can't then allow, shout out to the Bills defense for holding them to 10 points. That's cool, but they had already put up 21. So let's not give them too much praise. What it comes
Right.
down to is New England's defense allowed 35 points in a row. They just went 35 points. Just
Right.
every drive, they was getting a touchdown. That's nuts.
Right. And I think
That's
Dre,
not,
I
I don't
think
care who the quarterback is. I don't care about James Cook. 30 is fucking nuts. You imploded.
yes, I agree with you.
You
And
didn't come out in the second half with any new game plan or scheme to continue what you did in the first half. And that's nuts.
right.
And that's just how I'm looking at it. Like, I don't know what to think of either team right now
I could tell you what I
because
think of
New
it.
England
I could
still
tell you
has
what I
looked
think of
good
either team, Dre, because I feel like the Bills know their identity. I feel like the Bills know who they are.
on offense. On offense. What you got to
As a
have when you get to the playoffs. Come on.
offense, but also as a
Come on.
team, I feel like they know where they are. I feel like they know where they are. I feel like they know they can contend. They know they have a superstar quarterback that can puts them over the
Okay.
edge. They know that they've been in contending. They've been this close. They've been this close for the past few years. I feel like
For
they
a
know
while,
their
man.
identity. I feel like
But their defense have identity has
versus
changed because I
versus
feel
when you
like their
look at the
defense
Patriots
used to be
and the
good.
Broncos that are still trying to figure it out. Huh?
I got to be honest. I was wrong about Bo Nix, and I don't think Denver is trying to figure it out anymore. They know what time it is. Their defense is good, great even, if you want to, you know what I mean? I mean, they still allowed some points. It was 26. It wasn't 31 or 35. And then Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is Bo
But
Nixon.
I'm going to give Bo Nix his flowers. But I think a lot of that, though, is like Sean Payton's a fucking genius.
He is. He's a
That's
really
what I
good
think it
coach.
boils down to.
Right. And I feel
Yep.
like he knows, I feel like with Sean Payton, just like with Vrabel, I feel like he knows what he wants to do. He knows how he wants to execute and but it's about obviously it's about the players being able to go out there and execute. I agree with
Because
you. I
you
think
can't
Sean
tell.
Payton's
You
a
can,
fucking genius, offensively,
yo,
defensively.
he the
Uh
quarterback.
right.
Cause I told you I wasn't too high on Denver. I needed them to play like a game in a situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On some primetime shit. You know what I mean? And they did
Mhm.
that because the game was good,
Yeah.
you know. And I just feel like I don't think Denver's trying to figure it out. I think they have what they got going on, and they gonna continue rolling.
Yeah.
Like, and the AFC West is definitely theirs. They probably gonna get the 1 seed. They might get the 1 seed, and
Right.
then you get in home field, and somebody got to go to Mile High in the altitude to play a game in the cold. That's gonna be tough.
Right.
So
But
I think Denver. I think Denver.
the only reason I say though Denver is still a team that might be trying to find themselves is because they have a young quarterback. Say
But
it's
Sean
still
Payton,
right. He's doing his thing, but that's still
he
fairly a
putting
new
them in the right
system.
positions.
Right. That's still fairly a new system, and he's been putting those pieces together, and he's been getting those pieces right, and he's been doing a good job to lead them
Right.
to where they are right now. But I think
Yeah.
in the
They lost
AFC,
2 games. We got 3 weeks left.
I think it's still gonna be in the AFC though, Dre. I just think it's still gonna be right now because of the Chiefs being out. Who knows what's gonna happen with
Ravens
the
might be
AFC
out.
North? Right. The North look crazy. I feel like it's still Josh Allen
Damn, man.
conference to get through right now.
Remember what I was talking about earlier about the Knicks? Hey, this your year to go ahead and steal a chip or at least get to the chip. Same thing about the Bills. Ain't
Yeah.
no Joe Burrow to stop you, bro.
Right.
Ain't no Patrick Mahomes. It definitely ain't no
Right.
Patrick Mahomes. He not only not making it, he down for the kiss out.
Right. Down for the count.
You know what I'm
You don't
saying?
have to see him. You don't even
And I
have to
hated to
see
see
him.
that. I hated to see that. I hated to
Yeah.
see that.
I
But
hated to
like
see
he's
it
not
too.
there. Lamar might not be there.
Right.
Lamar might not be there.
Right.
Who gonna stand in your way? Old ass Aaron Rodgers? Phillip
You better
Rivers
you
over
better you
there
better
and
let
then
not let him. Don't let him.
you gonna let the 2-year Bo Nix beat you. The 2-year Drake May beat you? So I'm with you on that, Josh. Hey, come on. This your
Right.
year, bro. Y'all
And I
better
think
get her done.
that's something that Josh Allen was able to prove this past weekend was just I've been here.
I mean, it was a team win,
Yeah, yeah, that's what and that's why I said I feel like that's a
but
team
he put the
that
team
knows
on
their
his back.
identity a little bit better because they're sitting there like we know what to do in December. We know how to play in December.
The
This
only
is a long game. We know it's 4 quarters. We know
yeah,
how it's going to feel at the top of the third quarter.
they
We
signed up for 60. They signed up for
right
60 minutes.
21 at that 0 at the half. That's nothing. We still got another. Okay, y'all scored 21 and a half. We can score 35
In the second.
in the
But see,
second.
that was all I was gonna say about that's all I was gonna say about the Bills. We know what they're capable of on offense at any given game. Can their defense step up when they need to in the playoffs to do what they gotta do?
Right,
That's all I'm concerned. I'm
right.
not concerned with them scoring points or Josh Allen doing what he gotta do to win. And
And
James Cook, he's a
that's the thing
stud,
about it.
bro.
They're
He
not
won me my fantasy
lackluster.
league.
They're not that bad. They're not
I
that
know, but they
bad
just inconsistent.
on defense. Yeah, their defense is super inconsistent. But they're not that bad on defense. They got a couple of playmakers. Mono, play pretty
Yeah.
good. You can make some plays in coverage and in the backfield. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. I think because their defense is so inconsistent, it's going to come to the Milano and other playmakers on that defense that's going to have to that'll step up in those those moments where where stepping up needs to happen.
Yeah, I got you. But that's all I'm saying. The Bills look good on offense,
Yeah,
but they always look good on offense with Josh Allen. But the
yeah,
defense, that's who you need to step up. That's
yeah.
what that's you gotta help your quarterback.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Don't have him in a fucking shootout every game. Take some stress off of it, some pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Exactly.
it's a team sport. But
But the thing
I think the
about it is,
AFC gonna
if
come down to
but those teams will be making a mistake if they get into a shootout with Josh Allen. That's the thing about it.
I mean, that's true too. Because we saw that, obviously. He said,
Right,
"Oh, you put up 21? 21. Put up 21? 21. I got 35 on your
right,
head.
right.
Plus I give you another 10."
Hang that on your head.
So, yeah. So, but it's looking like AFC is going to be Denver, Bills, New England. What's your take on what's up with Pittsburgh? How you feeling about Pittsburgh?
Man, how is this happening
Playoff
again? Right?
playoff contender?
It's again, yes, and that's what's crazy. It's happening again. Tomlin is right back here again, where they had a kind of season, and he right back here trying to make a push for the playoffs. They could beat. They got the Ravens next, right? They got the Ravens last game
Yes,
last
sir.
week,
Yes, sir. Yes,
and now
sir.
that's controls their fate. So they're controlling their own fate. Tomlin's been
That's
here
true.
before. They could beat the Ravens. I hate to say it, but
I
they
think even if
could.
they lose to the Ravens, they got to win out and they can still make the playoffs because
They
I
could
think
still
they
make the
split
playoffs.
those games.
I think they can and they will make the playoffs, and I think they'll win at least one playoff game.
Okay.
That's it.
Remember who else I just said is going? Who
I
they
think they're
beating
I
in
think
that
they're
one playoff game?
yeah. It's going to depend on who they meet, but it's going to be wild card.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh yeah, of course they're all gonna be wild card. Only one team get to sit out the first week, and that's gonna
Right.
be
So
Denver
they
or
might
New
meet some.
England,
They might end
maybe.
up having a good matchup because they might end up having
Okay.
a nice
So I'm
matchup.
gonna give you a couple teams. I'm gonna give you a couple teams. I want you to tell me who you think they can beat out of these teams. All right.
Now I'm basing this
Denver.
off of how A-Rod played last game because that game was bad. They was whooping their ass. The score looked closer, but they was really whooping their ass and kind of let up
I know. It was 21-0,
it was looking bad.
21-3
Like
or some shit.
A-Rod looked
So,
like
all right,
A-Rod was
because
looking at
it's a four,
accurate,
is a four-time, three-time, four-time MVP,
something like that.
Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer. All right, that's cool. He's also 40. Okay, so I'm gonna give you these teams: Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Houston. Let's throw Indy in there. They might still make the playoffs. Which one of them teams do you got the Pittsburgh Steelers beating?
They can beat Jacksonville.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You tripping. Obviously, you haven't watched
You know
Jacksonville.
why I'm sure about that?
Their defense don't be
Over the
playing
past
around.
few years, that's true. But over the past few years, the most inconsistent team to me has been the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I feel you, but
They will
I'm
look
telling
great
you
one
this.
second and look fucking terrible the
I feel
next.
like it was the coaching. It's the coaching. It was the coaching. I'm trying to tell you. Because they've had players on that fucking team and should have been doing better. But for some reason, they just didn't look prepared in games. They just didn't look good as an organization or as a team every Sunday. But this year, with a different coach, Trevor Lawrence looks better. Their
He looks
defense is
great.
always kind of kept them in games.
Yeah.
Their defense, they got some dogs on defense. So it's just like this year might look like they look good. And Houston,
Here's the thing about Jacksonville. They need all of their pieces working. They need all of their pieces working.
everybody
And
does. Keep it a buck.
their
Every
running
team
game
needs all
can
their pieces.
not every team even has a lot of pieces. And we know that when we look at I would trade
To win playoff games.
if I'm Josh Allen, I would trade my team out for Jacksonville's team.
Because of the
And
defense.
feel like I could go deeper into the playoffs with that team than what.
So what you're saying is you don't trust Trevor.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I think he's solid enough.
Okay.
But I think you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's an outlier like Josh Allen is. He hasn't been. He hasn't shown us that.
But I'm saying
I don't think he's a
saying
game
Josh
changer.
Allen to swap out his team for Jacksonville?
Right, because what I'm saying is, Trevor Lawrence isn't a game changer. So even though they have a solid team and he's a solid quarterback and they can make a run, when it comes down to oh, we down 21 at the half, or if it comes down to it's 35 to 20 to 30 and I need another touchdown,
I got you.
or or it's tied up in the fourth quarter and both of us keep failing to score, somebody got to score. You know what I'm saying? I know who I'm betting on in that situation. But then when I also look at Jacksonville, say I look at their running game, I look at Etienne, you know what I'm saying? It could be a good game. He can get 75 rushing, go for another 45 receiving, have a great day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Next week he could go for 35 rushing, 9 receiving yards. And now the whole situation looks crazy. Now my whole offense, looks bad. So they've just been inconsistent. They have an inconsistent running game. I don't think I feel like yes, with their new coach they have improved, but we're still looking at a way more experienced coach than Tomlin, and especially in these playoffs. Now they haven't won a fucking playoff game, or home. They haven't been winning playoff games
Since
in a while.
2016.
They haven't won a playoff game.
2016.
That's pretty bad.
And see,
They've
this
had
is my
pretty
thing.
bad teams and just been kind of inching into the playoffs every year. So
Here's my issue
it's kind
with
of
the
tricky
Steelers.
because now it's like they do have a solid quarterback, but he's old. You know what I'm saying? And they're still inconsistent.
He's still slinging it.
He's still slinging it, but it's like they're not good enough for where he's at in his career to me. But
Okay.
I feel like they still will have a chance against Jacksonville. I feel like they still will have a chance against Houston as well. I don't believe in Stroud that
No,
much.
sir. It's not about Stroud. The Texans defense is the best in the league, and they're going to eat Aaron Rodgers' lunch. And I'm going to tell you why this is my problem with the Steelers, and this is my issue and why I don't believe them. Their defense hasn't been that good as we've seen the Steelers' defense. Yes, they look good against Miami, but they just benched their quarterback. Let's not go too crazy about them whooping on the Dolphins. That's like people tripping about the fucking Eagles beating the Raiders 31-0. They're back on track. Stop. Chill. Calm down.
Yeah. I wasn't stunting
That was a
all.
get right game. You got right. Now win your next game. So my whole thing with the Steelers is they don't have enough weapons on offense for me. Like Warren is cool. Their running game can get going and stuff, but you have one receiver that I'm worried about. And that's how defenses look at them. We stop Metcalf. I'm not worried about a motherfucker named Austin. I'm not really worried about Freiermuth. You can cover a tight end with the right defense. And I'm talking about all these teams I name have actually really good defenses.
Right.
Denver, New England,
absolutely,
Houston,
absolutely,
Jacksonville. You see what I'm saying? So when you go to the playoffs and play teams with those kind of defenses, bro, you're going to be in a heap of trouble, bro. So that's why I'm looking at the Steelers like, yeah, even if you make it in, how deep what can you really do? Could you beat Jacksonville? You say so? I don't know about that because the defense. Can they beat Indy? Oh, that's cool. But think about this though, Mark. If they get into the playoffs, they're going to have to. Let's see. Where would they be? I don't even know. Where would they be if the playoffs started? Let me go look. I could probably find it better on Insta. Hold on.
Mm.
That's true. Let me check something out real quick. Yeah, I'm talking about because I want to be accurate. This is a Street Center podcast. We still like to be accurate a little bit. So right now, man, they're not even on this one. Hold on. I thought I had something already with that information where the standings will be if the season ended right now. Let me see. If the NFL season ended today, playoff picture. See, don't you just love these people? It's right at your
Mm.
fingertips. It
Mm.
doesn't take long. Don't make it hard.
What?
Google me, bitch. All right. So if the playoffs ended right now, the Steelers would be in the 4th seed and would have to play Jaguars.
And that might
I
that
don't think
sounds
they
like it
beating
might
the
end up
Jags.
right. That sounds like it might finish like that too, right around the same. They might
Yeah,
finish
if they
around
win
that
their
same
division,
thing
I think
too.
they can
So
keep that.
right, that's what I'm saying. So that might
Right.
end up being a real game right there, Steelers and Jaguars in that wild card playoff game. And I honestly could see
Yeah.
the Steelers coming out on top in that.
But see, here's the thing about the Jaguars, though. Here's the only thing that may give them some trouble: their own division, because Houston and Indy are in the AFC South.
Right, right,
So that's where the trouble lies for them.
right.
And like we talked about it, the Steelers play the Ravens this week. It's not a for sure win for the Steelers right there.
Now I think that's going to be huge for them because now we are getting to the point, and I'm saying, these teams that are making a push for the playoffs are putting a whooping on some of these worst teams, some of these
That
bad teams. Yeah, they do need to go in there and handle business, just like they handle business with Miami,
Oh, that's not this week. They end the season playing each
with the
other.
Raiders.
Yeah, right. So they need to win. They need to win the next 2 weeks. Then it's gonna come down to the final game. But listen to who the Steelers got coming up. They got the Lions this week. Now that's gonna tell me if the Steelers for real or not. If they win that game, then I'll be like, okay, all right,
Hmm.
okay. Now the Steelers do got something going for them. Aaron Dale used to beat up on the Lions
Right,
faithfully when he was in Green Bay. Then they play the
right.
Browns. Then they play the Ravens to end the season.
That's
So, but then the
you
Ravens,
said they got to win
this is
out. They
their
don't have to
schedule.
win out.
I'm saying if they lose, I said they would have to win those 2 games. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because we don't know what the
right.
Ravens schedule. It's damn the Raven. Yeah, yeah. The Steelers might go ahead and get that because the Ravens play the Patriots this week.
They took a L,
Then they play
man.
the Packers. Then they play the Packers. Then they end with the Steelers. They might lose 2 games and go into the Steelers game beat up.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to. I honestly, that's one.
So
That's one team I can't look at and say how their season is going to end. But I know that they need to figure it
the
out because
Ravens,
they just like Josh Allen in the Bills, Lamar Jackson. It's ticking. Time is ticking, baby. Y'all have to put the right pieces around
that
that
window
guy. I mean,
closing
I don't know what it's going to take.
is closing.
But they gotta put the right they gotta get I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't think it's Lamar. It's not Lamar.
He hasn't looked himself since the injury. I'm not gonna say it's Lamar. He just hasn't looked himself, and I think that's thrown off the whole offense a little bit. You ever see somebody come back from an injury? It look like they just a step
Of
behind where they
course.
usually at, or a step
Right.
slower or something. So I just see that, and I feel like it exposes a lot of other issues that the Ravens once had or have
Right.
because he's not 100%. He's not the Lamar we're used to seeing. And I don't know if that continue. Maybe he, knocking the rust off still and trying to get himself back. You know what I mean? Ready for the game. But they got a tough 3 weeks. They play the Patriots, they play the Packers, and then got to play the Steelers. So we'll see. That's tough. That's
Yeah.
real tough. But
It's gonna be a tough out for him.
that's the AFC though.
It's hard to say where their season's lined up right now.
Yeah, they got Chargers at number 5. And this is just, the season ended now. They
I
got the
will
Chargers
say
at
though,
5, Bills at 6, Texans at 7.
you know what I will say though, Dre? If the Ravens can find a way, they got a good
Oh, I was
chance
wrong,
to
by the way.
about what?
So the Jaguars and the Steelers wouldn't play because don't the 4 or 5 play each other? 2 and 7, 3 and 6. So the Steelers would play the Chargers.
Ooh.
The Jags and the Bills would play, and
Mm.
then the Patriots will have to play the Texans.
Okay. So it's gonna be a good
I don't like the
playoffs either
Steelers
way.
playing the Chargers. On the AFC, for sure, for sure.
All right.
Hell, maybe for the NFC too, because right now, let's go ahead and look at their side. Look at that side too. So right now, the Rams would be 1, so they get the bye week.
All right.
Then you got the Bears and the Packers, 2 and 7. Eagles would play the Niners. I don't like that for the Eagles.
I love that for the Eagles.
And then Buccaneers, Seahawks. Buccaneers, Seahawks. You keep fucking around with with Shanahan if you want to, and what
I'm
he's
not
done
worried
in
about
San Francisco with
Shanahan.
all
You
the
know why I'm not
injuries.
worried about
You keep
Shanahan?
don't see that's why you playing with Shanahan. You got him fucked up. You got Shanahan fucked up. Think he gonna leave it all on a
And
single
it
player
is
like Purdy.
trash. I'm not
He gonna
even
put
finna.
together the right game plan where it's gonna be more McCaffrey and less about Purdy.
I'm not worried about that game plan.
McCaffrey.
That
See,
game plan, that game plan is not gonna get them through the playoffs. Trust me. Trust me.
CMC.
See, Christian McCaffrey is not going to get them through the playoffs. Trust me. No, 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 no. This isn't Saquon with the Eagles. No, 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 no. First of
It's
all,
not? Why not? So you saying CMC not better than Saquon?
I'll give you reason number one why not. Yes, I'll say that for sure, and
Okay.
I'll give you reason number one why not. He might not make it through the
It's just a
fucking
question.
playoff.
I knew he was gonna go there.
That's reason number one.
Uh-huh.
Number two,
Number 2?
you can't just give somebody the ball 30 times and hope to win a football game in the playoffs. That's not gonna happen. When do we
Hey,
ever see that?
I've seen it
Besides,
done.
right, last year Saquon that was a rarity in
No, I
the
wasn't talking
NFL.
about that. New
No,
England did it
I'm
one
just saying
time.
if we're looking at a team a team to be led by a running back, a skill player into through the playoffs to win a playoff game, you're gonna lose
Uh-huh.
if that's what you're dependent on because it's not gonna work,
I
especially
feel
not
you.
against the
I
Eagles
feel you
defense
because, like
who's
I
been
said earlier, you need all pieces working. You need
you
all
always
pieces to win
right.
in the
You're right,
playoffs.
but you're right. And then also, like I said, I'm just not scared of Purdy. I'm not. He puts no fear in my heart. He puts no fear in any defense's heart. I'm sure of it. So
I'm with
when
you.
it comes time that the ball does need to be in his hands, that's not something I'm worried about with my Eagles. We got to play them in a wild card game. We can get through them. And I know
Okay.
we've been looking lackluster, and we played it. We had an easy week this week to help us get back on track. So we'll see how we decide to finish the season. But I feel like if we finish how we supposed to, if we play how we look on paper a lot of the
Y'all
time,
got an
how we
easy,
supposed to play,
y'all got an
if
easy
we
next 3 weeks too.
do we now talk to me.
Bro, y'all don't play no fucking bodies.
Because if we got an easy next 3 weeks, then we coasting into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all play the
I would
Commanders
not
twice.
mind
Y'all
seeing
play the
San
Commanders
Fran.
twice. I know that much.
Easy money.
Yeah. Y'all play the Commanders twice and you play the Bills.
Easy money. Oh, we got the Bills. I'm not
Good
worried.
luck with that.
I'm not worried.
But have fun
I'm
winning
not
2
worried.
games with the Commanders.
I am not worried.
I mean,
With
you
all
don't
the
really need to be worried about that
shit.
game because it's a non-conference game, huh?
No, that's not what I'm worried about. I mean, obviously that brings down the worry a little bit. I'm not worried about it because I don't think we're gonna lose.
To the Bills?
Yeah, I don't
So
think we're
you're
losing
100%
again.
certain that they back where they need to be as far as a team
No, it's gonna take.
on both
I'm
sides.
100%. I'm 100% certain that it's gonna take these last 3 weeks. It's gonna take 3 weeks of consistent football and it's gonna take 3 weeks of getting back to that.
But you
I
were
think
just
they're
talking
gonna
about how
be.
good the Bills are.
No, I never spoke about how good the Bills were. I spoke about how good Josh Allen was and how he's an
He plays
outlier.
quarterback for the Bills.
Yeah, he plays quarterback for the Bills.
And you talk about James Cook.
And we talked about James Cook, and they got it. And I said if they can run the ball consistently, blah blah blah. But it's the Eagles we're talking about. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
exactly what we're talking about.
that's what we talking about. And
All
they've
right.
been playing terribly, you know what I'm
Whatever.
saying? They played pretty bad. But I think,
You
like I said, it's
you
gonna
and your
take these
Eagles
few
love.
weeks. It's gonna take these few weeks, starting with last week, to help us get back on track. But people forget we have a good record. We have started out hot. We have won. We're not on the bad side of 500. We're not losing. We haven't had a losing season. I don't know why everybody's panicking.
You ain't on the bubble. You gonna win your division.
We're gonna win we should win. We're gonna win our division. like you said,
Unless you lose to the Commanders twice.
NFC is kinda so, and I'm not worried about no Shanahans and no Purdy's and no McCaffreys and none of that. You can come on now. Come on now.
All
Come
right.
on now. Harry Potter
So
ass nigga. Harry Potter ass quarterback.
whatever, motherfucker.
Brock
Before we
Power.
pick NFL Week 16 games and get into that bad, the college football playoff starts this weekend. So I'm gonna go over them games and we gonna give predictions on that shit and what we think gonna happen, what we want to see, what games we want to see.
Yeah.
So this weekend, James Madison plays Oregon, Alabama, Oklahoma,
Yes, sir.
Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, and Texas A&M. Which one of them games you looking forward to, and what you think gonna happen in each game?
JMU for sure. I'm definitely trying to tune into that game.
You say you's putting all your money on them. You're a
I'm putting
fool.
all my money on JMU or Oregon. Putting all the coins
I'm gonna take Oregon.
on JMU.
Actually, I'm gonna take the underdog in that one.
Take the Cinderella, man. We trying to get a March Madness type of feel going to the CFB. You feel me? To the playoffs. It's gonna be
I'm gonna take the dogs. I'm gonna take the underdogs. JMU.
yeah,
I watched their game. I see some highlights. They got some dogs on offense for sure. I don't know about their defense, but they offense is
yeah.
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 So I'll
What's
take
gonna
them over
come down
Oregon.
when
It's gonna be high
playing a
scoring.
big team, playing a bigger school program like Oregon. What is really gonna come down to for JMU is if they could keep up with their depth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's gonna be. Because they might have the right starters, but a lot of time it's gonna come down to your bench
But can you
players.
sub?
Right, exactly. You're subbing out. Can you
Can you
keep
give your
up with
guys a
who
breath?
we got? Because we got more than just, you know what I'm saying? We recruited technically two starting teams, two starting offenses, two
Right.
starting defenses.
So we can rotate.
Right, we can rotate. So
So they
I
can
think
stay
that's what it's gonna
fresh.
come
I
down
know
to
it.
for the JMU and that game. But I would love to see them win for sure. And then who else we got? You
Okay.
said we got Miami and they playing Texas A&M. They
Alabama, Oklahoma.
Alabama, Oklahoma. Hey, man, I really thought Bama would play better in that last game. I still take them to win this one. No, you know what?
I'm taking Bama too. I'm
Yeah,
taking
I'll
Bama
take
too.
Bama. I'll take Bama. I'll take Bama, but that's it. They're gonna be done after this for sure.
Yeah, they gotta play Indiana after this if they do win.
Yeah, yeah, that's raps.
Tulane and Ole Miss.
I don't give a fuck about that, but yeah, Ole
I'm
Miss.
not picking the underdog in that one. I like
Nah,
Ole Miss in that one.
yeah, I'll take Ole Miss. Oh, so I don't. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna.
And then Miami and Texas A&M. I'm taking A&M.
I'll take A&M.
All the way, baby. Actually, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they start on Friday. Some of these games
Okay.
are on Friday. So there's Friday and Saturday games. That's what's up. I like a football on a Friday.
Yeah,
On a
I
Friday
can
night.
imagine that Oregon game
So
being on
yeah.
a Friday.
Nah, that's one that's on Saturday
Oh yeah,
at 7:30.
I'm catching that guy.
Alabama plays on Friday. Alabama plays on Friday, and yeah, that's the only game on Friday. Alabama, Oklahoma,
All right.
and then the rest of them on Saturday. But um, yeah, I'm gonna take JMU. I'm taking Bama, Ole Miss, and A&M. I don't think Miami can rock with Texas A&M. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so
But I do
either.
know whoever wins this weekend, next week gonna be some crazy games because
Yeah, it's really gonna
A&M,
be. It's
Ohio
really gonna
State,
be right. It's really gonna be next weekend.
Indiana, Alabama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after this first
because those
round,
the
the
official.
next round is gonna get crazy.
Because this is the wild card week, basically.
Right, right. And we
Next
might see
week,
some upsets. You
like
know what
if
I'm saying?
James
But whatever
Madison do
upsets we gonna
win,
see, yeah.
Madison win, they got to play Texas Tech. They gonna have to
And
come
I'll
with
take
it.
them again. If they
They
beat
gonna have to
Oregon, I'm
come
gonna
with
take
it.
them again, and I'm gonna take them until they lose.
I'm not taking to beat Texas Tech.
I'll
Texas
take them
Tech's
until they
defense is
lose.
crazy, bro.
I'll take them
Alabama,
until they
if
lose.
Alabama does get past Oklahoma,
Mm.
I can see that being a game. I can see them beating Indiana.
I don't see
I
that.
can see it.
Mm.
Will it happen? I mean, Indiana beat Ohio State, but I'm still not like Indiana. You know what I'm
Me neither.
saying? Like, you feel me?
I'm still not on that. I'm still not on the train. I don't get it
Okay.
100%. But
Yeah. I just wanted to make that
if I'm
clear.
right, if I'm going off of uh If I'm going off of what I see in the media and how they perceiving it, then I can kind of understand it. You know what I'm saying? Quarterbacks playing hot. Their defense
Yeah,
did hold Ohio
he did
State's
win the
offense
Heisman.
under 20, under 15, or however much the points they was able to score in that game. They held them to nothing pretty much, and that was impressive. So yeah,
Indiana's the quarterback did win the Heisman. I don't think
well,
they've ever had a
nice.
Heisman Trophy winner. Crazy. And I really want to see Texas A&M Ohio State. That's what I want to
Yeah,
see.
I would
I
love to
hope it.
see
I
that.
hope it.
That's the one. Yeah, and that's
All
gonna
right.
be that's gonna really let us know something about Ohio State.
About Ohio State,
Right.
I think so too. So
I
it's
think.
gonna tell us something about Texas A&M too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they did lose to Texas.
Right. I think Texas
So
A&M is more the real deal than Ohio State, man. I just haven't seen them. We ain't see them play nobody until they played Indiana, and they couldn't score.
and that was Indiana. And it was Indiana. That's
Right.
why them coming out of that game, no matter who won, I'm still like, but who are you really though?
Right. Did y'all trick us with this
Are you
little?
good? Are you Big Ten good or are you good good? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Are
Right.
you good in the Big Ten or are you good everywhere?
Did
You
you
feel
did you
me?
beat Michigan
Like
because
let's start talking
you
about
were
that more.
better, or did you beat Michigan because Sharon Moore was not focused
Wasn't focused.
on football?
He was in the dorm rooms.
Right. Right. He's in the door.
Way too old to be sneaking up in the dorm room. The fuck?
Right.
Dumbass fool. All right, let's get back
Hmm.
to NFL. Let's pick these games. One thing we didn't talk about, I do want to talk about real quick before we pick. We're gonna make this quick so we can get up out of here. I hear people talking about like the Packers, like with Micah down, they're not a contender anymore, and this, that, and the third. But
Uh-huh.
like I've said from the beginning of the season, even with the Micah acquisition and him and them going out and giving him the bag and putting him on the team, I love that. But our defense was good. Last year we were top 5
It was
without
never up
him.
to Makai to win y'all to get y'all where y'all need to be. He was a great addition.
You know where I'm going with this. Thank you.
Right.
He was a great addition, and
Right.
we gonna miss him for the rest of the season. That is
Right.
true. But boy, oh boy, if I don't be talking and telling people what I know is to be true, Jordan Love, if you don't get your head out of your ass and start getting on the ball,
What does that dude be
bro,
doing,
like
man?
how many times do I have to tell people this? What are you doing? You threw 2 picks
Yeah. He's inconsistent.
in a
I've told
game
you
like
this
that.
time and
You
time
can't
again.
make any mistakes, bro. I'm looking at the game. I wasn't even pissed off about the Micah thing. To keep it all the way above. Like I'm sad he's injured, and that was crazy because it didn't even look like he did anything that crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker Micah. Because he does give us a greater chance because he does cause chaos on defense.
Right. And that's
Duh.
one thing we've been
But
seeing
again, we were
that
top 5
definitely
defense last year
wins you
with the players we
championships.
had.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So, like I keep selling, I keep telling people, like, yo, it's not about our defense, bro. It's halfly got the defense. They gonna do their thing. Jordan Love, what the fuck are you? When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna show me that you deserve to be the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers? Because we
Right.
don't just bring in scrubs in that position, bro. For 30
Right.
years, we ain't brought in scrubs.
Right. Do you
We
even
went from
deserve that
Favre
lineage?
to Aaron. That's what I'm saying, bro. And at first, I'm thinking, yo, they might know what he's talking about. He shows some glimpses. He looked good here and there, but bro, can you be consistent? First of all, this motherfucker can run the ball, and he just like looks like he just doesn't want to. He's scared to. Motherfucker, you
He
not Tua. Run the ball.
he sit back there like he Peyton Manning, like he can't
He
run the
sit
ball,
back
like
there
it's
like
tough.
no
And
one's
even
gonna get to him.
and that's what I'm confused about, because even when you had even the Peyton Mannings, with you know what I'm saying, when the pressure got too heavy, they knew, all right, I gotta either get out of here or get this thing,
He getting up out of there or throwing the ball away.
throw it away, throw it over their heads.
He's taking sacks with not a lot of time left, and we need a score. He's taking sacks, and I'm talking about a big ass sack, losing like 10 plus yards. What
Probably
the
got a 4.440.
bro? What are you doing? He made me so sick on Sunday, bro. I was sick to my stomach. I couldn't even be upset. I
And I
was
know he
just
be
sick
pissing you
looking
off
at
because he
this
pissed
shit.
me off, and I don't even be watching him.
You see what I'm saying? Bro, I'm like, what are you doing? We were playing a good game, but in the moment, Where you need Jordan Love to show you who he really is, he shows me who I don't need him to be.
Right.
And sadly to say,
Trey, what the fuck?
if you I'm telling you, right, this is not even some this is the first time I've been on some fan shit on this podcast. On some fan shit, bro. If you don't show me something in these next 3 weeks, hell, starting this week with the Bears, if you go out there and lose that game, I want you gone. I want you gone. Because like you just said, do you even deserve to follow Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers with this shit you putting out here? I want you gone.
Going how
Because
soon?
we can't deal with inconsistencies. Josh Jacobs is out here busting his ass, second in the league in rushing touchdowns. The defense is doing what they got to do most of the games that they're in.
Right.
They're still a top 5 defense. Jordan Love, what are you doing? I don't even ever see your name on quarterback leader, nothing.
Right.
Not for the year, not for the week. Bro, I'm so sick of this motherfucker. I want it. If he don't, I'm telling you right now, if he lose to the Bears, hold on, let me see. Hold on real quick. We got to get up out of here. Our remaining schedule, we play the Bears this week, the Ravens, and the Vikings. When I look at my team and how they've been playing this season, we should be able to win all of those games.
Yeah.
All of those games. If you don't, and you go out there, I'm going to be honest. If he go out there and show his ass and the defense don't look the same, or the defense give up too many points and he still have a good game, cool.
Right.
But if we lose the game because of you again, throwing 2 picks, getting sacked in a time you don't need to get sacked, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying if we lose the game, I want you gone. If we lose because of you again, right. That's all I got to say. Because that shit pissed me off. I had to say it. I had to do it. Because I've been talking about it all year. It's not about Micah. It's not about our defense. It's about Jordan Love, period. So that's all I got. Let's get to these picks so we can get up out of here. All right. The Thursday night game this week. Rams, Seahawks, baby. Taking the Rams.
I'll take the Rams.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, go on and give it to him.
Your boys, the Eagles. What'd you say?
Who we got?
Eagles, Commanders. Your boys, the Eagles. They play the Commanders Saturday. Damn, they got Saturday game? Oh, it is the end of the season. It's the end of the season.
That's a W. That's a W. Easy
For the
dub.
Commanders? Yeah, they do wear a W on the side of their helmet. You're right. They do wear a W.
Stop.
They wear a W.
I'll take the Eagles.
So they're going to probably get the W.
I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Eagles too.
Eagles.
No Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota. Give me Eagles. Packers, Bears. Man, that's on Saturday too? Ain't that about a bitch? That's cool. I'm going to be live and ready for that.
I'm actually going to take the Bears. I got to take the Bears.
That's what you on?
That's what Jordan Love
got to take the Bears?
That's what Jordan Love on.
Nah. He already beat the Bears.
But that's what I'm saying. Inconsistent.
He just beat them.
Inconsistent. So you
but
know how you get out.
He had his inconsistent game against Denver. Now he's going to come back. He's going to beat the Bears again.
He can't beat the Bears again.
I'm going to take the Packers. I got to take the Packers. Fuck the Bears. He going to whoop them again. We own the Bears, bro. It's just something about the Bears. I don't care if we in Soldier Field, at the park, around the corner, some Chicago fans run up on me. It's fuck the Bears. We own you. Come on. Chargers, Cowboys.
Ooh, dang.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers. I'll take
all
the Chargers.
Day. Vikings, Giants.
You said who?
The Cowboys did exactly what we said they was going to do. I don't even want to talk about it.
The
I
Cowboys
know last week we said we always got to talk about it.
The Cowboys have done exactly what they've been doing the past few years. The Cowboys are the Cowboys. But I'll take the Chargers in that game. You said who? And then we got Vikings, Giants.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll take the Giants.
I'm gonna take the Vikings.
I'll take the Giants.
Bengals, Dolphins.
It's up in the air. You think Jefferson is going to try to get up out of there?
They put 2 on the bench.
Yeah.
They put 2 on the bench.
I think he's done. We ain't even
now,
talk about
first I'm
that.
looking like it's the end of the season. Who cares? I gotta keep
they indebted to him $90 million.
And it's not like no, but that's because at the time he looked like somebody worth that money.
Not when?
But with the concussions and the stuff, like I told people, he plays timid. He plays like he knows he can get concussed at any moment. Man.
I'm
they
not,
thought
I'm
otherwise.
Not seeing it. I never saw what $90 million tells me. I believe this quarterback can win me a Super Bowl, right?
No.
$90 million?
I'm not sold on Tua, never have been. And that's beside the concussions. That's what I'm saying,
though. But that's what I'm saying, though. I never saw if I'm giving $90 million to a player or however many millions, 100 million, 220 million, 150 million. If I'm giving that to a quarterback, I'm giving that to that quarterback because I think he can win me at least one Super Bowl, and I'm willing to pay him $150 million for
At
that one
least,
Super Bowl. I never looked at
at
Tua
least some
on
playoff
the
games.
Miami Dolphins and thought he was going to win me a Super Bowl. Win us win the
Uh,
Dolphins a Super Bowl.
I don't care if they got Waddle, Cheetah, paint a bottle.
They looked exciting for a moment.
Tua,
They looked exciting for a
right.
moment. I never believed in any of that. I think McDaniel might be a
And that's
good
because
coach.
Mike McDaniels had a good scheme.
Right. And I think he might be. I think he is a good coach, but it's still more to see. And I think we'll get a chance to see what he could do, facing this
With a
kind of
different quarterback.
turmoil where he has to, and he's gonna have to find a quarterback of the future now because it ain't Quinn
Yep.
Ewers
If
or
he's
whoever
starting
they about
Quinn
to.
Ewers, we'll see.
Yeah, that's not their quarterback. Obviously, they're going to have to start him and do what they do for the rest of the season. To play the quarterback carousel, maybe even. But
Yeah.
obviously, Quinn Ewers isn't their
I don't even
quarterback.
know who to
So
take in that game. I don't know.
yeah.
I'll take the Bengals.
Oh yeah, if they playing the
Bucks
Bengals, I'll take the
Panthers. Woo.
Bengals.
Yeah, they
Bucks
playing the Bengals. I'm
Panthers.
taking the Bengals.
All right.
Bucks Panthers. This for the division.
Yeah.
That's for.
I'll take the
Oh no,
Bucks.
they play again at the end of the season too.
I'll take the Bucks.
The Bucks got the Panthers this week, the Dolphins, and then the Panthers again. So their division gonna come down to these last 3 weeks.
Right.
It's gonna get interesting.
I'll t-
I'm taking the
yeah.
Bucks this week though.
I'll
For
take the
some reason, I
Bucks
just
this
can't
week.
see them just self-destructing. I got you. All right.
Not that
Jets
easy.
Saints. Jets Saints.
I'll take the Saints. Another game I don't really feel like could go either way. It's whatever.
It's another what the I'm gonna take the Saints because they've been playing good ball and they did just beat both of them, the
Yeah.
Panthers and the Bucks. So yeah, give me them. Browns Bills. Damn, give
I'll
me the
take the
Bills though.
Bills. Yeah, take the Bills.
I want to see Shadur do his thing, but Bills gonna win.
I can't even, and I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Chiefs
Let's not even get
Titans.
into it because I'm going to get mad, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm sure there'll be something else added on to the Shador lore by next week we could talk about. But that was just so crazy, the whole thing with the wristband and all of that. It sounds like sabotage to me, but whatever.
Sabotage, and trying to create this. It's just like they just keep trying to put this man in bad positions to make him look bad, and it makes me
Putting them in
sick.
positions to if you now putting me in a position to lose, this is now the at least third game where it looks like he was put into a position to lose. Where not okay, we're putting you in a position to give you a chance to give ourselves a chance. Not okay, we're giving you a chance to win here. No, we are now game after game putting you in positions to lose, even if it's
To
not
lose the game,
sabotage.
so that
It's
way it's
getting to
on
the
you.
point now where it's just neglect. This is neglect of your job. Y'all not doing your jobs properly.
Right. Because now I get to say, hey,
We
that's on
losing
him.
football games, and I feel
And
like
now I
as an
get to bench you.
organization, if
And
I'm
now I get to
losing
bench
football
you.
games, everything. Come on, this crazy. But
And
yeah,
now I get to bench you
I'll take
because
the
you
Bills.
lost.
Right.
All right. Chiefs Titans.
I'll take the. I, I'll take the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Another game that's not gonna matter in the long run, but take Chiefs.
I don't know about the Chiefs with Gardner Minshew, but I'll take them over the Titans.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jags Broncos.
Now that's a game right
That's
there.
gonna
We're
have
just
some
talking about
playoff.
AFC. Right.
That's
That's
gonna
gonna
have
be a
some
good
playoff.
implications.
That's gonna let us know what time it is for sure. Right in time for the playoffs.
I
I'm
just
gonna take
just talked a lot of
Broncos.
I just talked a lot of shit about the Jaguars and Big T Law. I'm gonna have to take the Broncos. I'll take the Broncos.
Yeah. Sunshine. But if the
Sunshine.
Jags win,
Hey,
hold up with there, my own
yeah,
Seinfeld.
that'd be a different story. We'll
Falcons
be talking about
Cardinals.
I'll be talking about them differently if they win that game.
I tell you, it's gonna be a good game for sure. I think so because I told you I like the Jags. I seen them play. I like what they got going on, and obviously the Broncos got some real shit going on. Sean Payton, their defense. So that should be a good one. I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
Broncos though. Falcons Cardinals.
I'll take
I'm gonna take the Falcons. I'll take the Falcons. Raiders, Texans. Texans. Give me the Texans.
Texans.
Steelers, Lions.
Dang, I'll take. Oh, damn! I didn't know they had the Lions. I'll take the Lions.
I said that
I'll
earlier,
take.
fool.
Did you say something else?
I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions too. But damn,
Just Ravens, Patriots. You thought that was something. Then I give you Ravens, Patriots.
I'll take the Patriots.
Ravens got to win, man.
They need to, but I'll take
I don't
the
think they're
Patriots.
going to win, though. I'm going to take the Patriots. Take the Patriots. I can't. I mean, damn. And then Monday night, Niners, Colts. Hey, you was big on that bandwagon. You was on that Colts wagon.
Mr. 44
Give me the Niners.
ain't slacking. Mr. 44 said I can come out here and get
He
these
better get
Jones
the
out
fuck
quick.
on. He out there looking 44.
I don't care.
He out there looking 44, dinking and dunking and
quick.
shit.
He getting it out quick. He didn't put himself in harm's way. He played a solid game.
Okay.
Took an L, and I think they're gonna take another.
They coming
L.
for him. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Niners gonna be all over that ass.
Yeah, they're gonna take another L. I'll take the Niners.
Give me the Niners. And that wraps up the week, my man. Damn, there's some good games this weekend. Plus the college Jones.
Yeah.
Shit, consider me in the crib. That's off the top.
Yeah.
All right, but that's all we got this week. It's another episode of the StreetsCenter podcast. Yeah. It's the StreetsCenter podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you share that shit. You know what I mean? Stop being greedy and stingy with this podcast. Share it. Let other motherfuckers know what we doing. We appreciate y'all. We out.
Yeah.